So guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Josh. I work here at North Wyke. We're a beef, sheep and mainly research farm in Mid-Devon. And today I've got a Merlo E-Worker 25.5 90 in the yard to show you around. Now we've got this machine on demo from Southwest Handling, who are our local Merlo dealers. For anyone who doesn't know, the E-Worker is a fully electric telehandler. It is a rear wheel steer only little thing. It's a 25.5, which means 2.5 tons of lift to 5 meters. Obviously not all 2.5 ton to that 5 meters. And yeah, we got it for a couple of weeks to play with. The Institute here are looking fairly seriously at putting in some form of solar or battery storage. And it would make sense to have a machine like this. Not to replace that, that's important to say, not to replace our big Manitou, but to maybe replace a little masted forklift which we've recently got rid of, and help out doing some of the scraping, pushing, feed work when that thing's not working or it's not here or whatever. So let's have a look at it. First thing that's worth saying is that the bucket on the front of it is probably miles too big, and that is just the bucket that's come with it. You can obviously get smaller ones, but the bucket's nearly the same size as the rest of the machine. But yeah, so here it is. This is the E-Worker. It's got the usual Merlo split door, which is handy if you want to, you know, get in, get out. Keep that one, should just, that's it, ping on there. Around the back here, I think I need the key. Do I need the key to open these? Nope. Around the back here, this is one way you can store it. This is a slow storage, I believe. Put that back down, and can I open up this one? Yes. Oh. Get into the gubbins of her. This here is the charge point. I'll show you that a bit later on in the video when I take it back to the shed. This is your charge indicator, so we're currently on amber, which is fine. We've got plenty of life in there. And yeah, that is the gubbins of it. The battery sits, well, there's 6 batteries I think that sit underneath. It might not be 6, but the batteries are in underneath. They do have a 6-year guarantee on a new machine, so that's worth noting. Yeah, look at this little diddy thing. It's great fun to drive around. Like I said earlier, rear wheel steer only, but it does steer like a masted forklift. So like the ones you'd find in a warehouse, the axle will go nearly 90 degrees, which I'll show you as well in a minute. But we'll get on in. Right, so anyone that's got a Merlo, a conventional, you know, diesel powered version, a bit like the Manitou there, this will all look very, very familiar. You've got your joystick, which is palm recognisable, so if you had this turned on and done this, nothing will work. You've got your dead man switch for locking stuff on and off, bucket and fork mode, the emergency stop, and your joystick lock there. You've got forward and back on the left hand side there. It is also on this orange trigger here. You've got your 3 auxiliaries if you need them. You've got your boom in and out, and then you've got your main auxiliary, which is also your locking pin before you have anything attached to the front. You've got electric park brake, you've got a heated windscreen, very good. Washers, oh, I'll just turn them on I think. Flashing beacon, and then your front and rear work lights. Heater down there. This one's not got an aircon, but you can have an aircon if you want one. And yeah, this is it. I mean, what more do you need? A nice little phone holder there, if you wanted to put your phone in like that. Your JM Farming phone case. It's also got cup holder. It's got all the mod cons. But how about we take it for a bit of a spin? Right, to start it up, you do what you normally do with any other vehicle. Turn your key once for ignition. You let it load up. Once it's loaded up, you turn it as if you would a normal car, and you hear that click, and that is it now on. Like I said earlier, the joystick here is palm recognisable, so when I'm holding it properly, I can operate the bucket and the boom and in and out. If I just grabbed it from the top, if I was leaning in from the side wanting to just move it a little bit, it will not work. It's a safety feature on the Merlos. Right, let's handbrake off, put it in forwards, and off we go. It is nearly silent. This bucket, like I said earlier, is a bit big really, but rather loud reversing siren. Forwards. The other cool thing it's got is if you're going forwards like I am now and you stop, if you want to get out, your handbrake comes on automatically. So I can get out now if I wanted to move a bale or unwrap a bale, take off some net, cut some strings, and then when you want to go again you get back in, put it back in forwards and you're off again. Set the camera up and show you the turning circle. You see, I've just got out, I've not turned anything off, but it's completely silent. The new ones, Craig, our salesman from Southwest Handling, said are even more quiet. So they've had to have like audible things put on them, just so people around you can hear you driving around. But we'll put the camera down here, and I'll do a bit of a spin so you can see the turning circle. Keep your eye on the rear axle. Hopefully you can see that the rear axle, much like a Master's forklift, goes nearly to 90 degrees, so you can effectively spin on yourself, which is pretty cool. So we're going to try this out cleaning out our sheep sheds, which are very, very tight for space. You'll see that in an upcoming video. I just wanted to show you around it a little bit because I'm excited and it's here. And yeah, I like machines. Some of the things I ought to be telling you about. 8 to 9 hour recharge time. Once this is fully charged, so if you charge it overnight, fully charged, that will do a day's work. It will do between 8 and 10 hours of work. Now, no one is running their Manitou 8 to 10 hours constantly all day. So whenever you're not running it, plug it in beside your charger and it will keep you going all day. I will just put the boom in the air all the way up for you to show you how high this thing can go. Now, for something that big, that ain't bad. According to the chart inside the machine, at max reach, which is what that is, the 5 meters, that could still lift a ton and a half, 1,500 kilos. I mean, that is awesome. Our Manitou only lifts 1 meter more than that. Obviously you're starting a bit higher off the ground, but I mean, that is something. I mean, the proof will be in the pudding when we test it next week, but I'm impressed. Let's take it back to the shed and I'll show you the charging setup. Yeah, the lock-in pin on a Merlo headstock will automatically come back out if you're not holding the button or holding it down. So I think, yeah, if you let go of this red button, it will just pop back down. Right, very loud reversing siren. The hydraulics are incredibly fast. Now I need to back it into the workshop so it can charge. Neutral. Off. Just bring this back round. Right. Take you around to this side. Hopefully I parked somewhere in the right sort of area. Open that one up. This is the charging box. It comes with all of them. So we've got this plugged in to a socket over there. I'm not entirely sure how this all works, but basically power goes into there and comes out via this plug here. So that is what it looks like. All you do is pull this end out of the Merlo. Oh, I ought to say as well, this green flashing here just means your batteries are okay. That will start to flash amber or red when you need to add demineralized water to the batteries, which comes in these containers here. You just attach it to a little pipe here, it siphons itself in. So we've pulled this in out of the machine, we get the charging cable from our charging box, and we just marry the two together. And come round, turn the power on, and yeah, stuff's happening. So that is now charging. See here? Doing charging. You can hear it sort of, I was going to say revving up, but it's not really revving up. So there, a little look at the Merlo e-worker. So this is just a really short, little brief introduction to it. We will put it to the test and have a go in anger with it this coming week. Just wanted to show you guys around it, show you it's here. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, if you're new and you haven't already subscribed, then please do so. Give the video a like. Loads of links in the description for merch, for all my other socials, for all the gear I use to film my videos. If you want to become a member, you can. There's also a link down below for that. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in another video very soon. Cheerio.
Like a truck that